Good morning, everyone. We are back with more Barnstable this morning. I'm Sarah Colvin here with Melissa Chartrand. We're just about 8 minutes past the top of the hour. Time, of course, for our arts and culture segment, and learn a little bit about a new smartphone app that will kind of help guide you to all of the various arts and culture activities here on the Cape.
That's right, Cape Wide. I'm really excited about this, Sarah. I mean, the Chamber has always produced the last few years an Arts and Artisans Trail Book Guide, which was that, of course, old school, using paper to find where these artists are located and all about them. And now, of course, with smartphones, they're keeping up with the times. They have a new app. It is so easy. It's easy to get on. It lists all. I have it right here. You can find in alphabetical order by the galleries, but you can also find by category. So if you're here, you can put a map. So if you happen to be driving down Cape and want to know what's there, it's all so user-friendly to use. I'm just absolutely thrilled with it. I know, Claire, you had a great conversation with Claire to learn all about it.
Absolutely, and you know, it really is what people do when they're on vacation these days, is instead of kind of going to your local chamber or looking at printed material, they're going to take out their smartphone or their iPad or tablet or whatever it is they have and use that to kind of help guide them through the area. So the more I think that's available to the technology using public is definitely the best, and what a great way to be able to guide people to the arts. So let's learn a little bit more about that with Clare O'Connor from the Cape Cod Chamber for today's Arts and Culture segment. Good morning, everyone. This is our weekly Arts and Culture segment here on Barnstable this morning. I'm Sarah Colvin, and this week we're going to be talking a little bit about a new arts app. And to have that discussion, I welcome Clare O'Connor. She's the Director of Economic Initiatives for the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce. Clare, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much.
So, Clare, thank you so much for joining us today. Talking a little bit about this arts app, of course, with almost everyone having a smartphone these days, really finding ways in which to utilize that new technology in a number of ways. So many people are doing it, and of course, the Cape Cod Chamber certainly likes to keep in the forefront of technology. Talk to me a little bit about this arts app and what it's all about.
Well, as you said, more and more people are using apps, and particularly as they travel. And so what we did is we had a very beautiful publication, the Arts and Artisans Trail, and travelers did like to pick that up, but they had to go and get it or they had to purchase it. And this way we have a free app that they can download either before they are traveling or while they're sitting having coffee and deciding what to do for the day. So we think that we put about 75 artists and venues on the Cape, and we have companion apps on Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. So we're really hoping that it drives people to places that they used to stroll by, and now they're driving by or they're not stopping, and we want them to go in and see what it's about.
Absolutely, and Claire, I know when I go away on vacation and I'm in especially a new and unfamiliar place, the first thing I do is take out my iPhone or my husband takes out his iPad and we kind of do a search of the area and looking for those types of things. So if I were to be searching for this, where would I find the Arts app?
You would find it in the iTunes store under Arts App Cape Cod, and we're working now with the developer and getting additional search words so people can find it. Under a variety, as they're searching for a variety of things. But right now, if you put in Arts App Cape Cod, it'll pop up and download.
Wonderful. And so talk to me a little bit about how to use this app. So I've got my phone out, I've downloaded the Arts App Cape Cod. What kind of things am I going to be able to find? Where is it going to direct me?
Well, first of all, it's got a geolocation feature, so it will know where you are and be able to tell you, what's right around you. And so it has individual artist studios on there. It has galleries. It has performing arts. It has art centers. So, people will be able to find out what events. It has an events page, so they'll be able to find out what specific events are happening. So it gives us the opportunity to have an artist say, "Hey, I just have brand new glaze in my pottery, and wanted to come by and see it." So what it does is then, as you're sitting there and you say, "Okay, I'm going to look for galleries." So a gallery might come up like Addison Gallery in Orleans, or like the Little Beach Gallery in Hyannis, and people will be able to go to a mobile landing page for that gallery, which then links the phone number, the website, any Twitter, any Facebook accounts that they have. But they can get a preliminary look and say, oh, this looks like something I would be interested in seeing.
Wonderful. And you mentioned kind of arts happenings as well, events, whether they might be concerts or gallery openings or plays or things like that. So if I'm looking for something to do, say, you know, on a Friday night or a Saturday night or even a Tuesday night, I'd be able to go to this app and find out what's going on.
You would. You know, we also have the links to the Arts Foundation website and to the Chamber websites, which have a more robust listing of what's going on. But if you're in Yarmouth or in Hyannis and you want to know what's going on nearby, I mean, the Cultural Center always has things happening. So it'll link you to their website, and then you can see more specifics and about what's happening.
Wonderful. And so, you know, so how did the idea to develop something like this come about, and how long did it take to kind of get this up and running?
Well, the idea came about, as many of these do. Wendy Northbrook, our CEO, was at a conference with a lot of other chambers and travel people, and she noticed, of course, and we're up to date on the research, and we know that more and more people are using the app. So we looked around and to see what we can find where there's similar types of things, and there are a few things that are similar. Sometimes an area that's having a Friday night studio tour, they might have something on the app. We haven't seen anything as broad as this or as far-ranging as this. So we worked with a developer, Tapwalks, in Boston, and it took us, we started with the Mass Cultural Council grant, and we got it in July, and we went live in March. So that's how long it took. And some of it was interesting. We had to go around and talk to people about it and let people know it was coming. And some of the artists jumped right on it. They were thrilled to have a digital reach to an audience that they think is growing in that, you know, and more and more people using apps to find things as opposed to print ad or other kinds of ads. So we had a pretty good response, and we think now that it's live, we'll have even more artists that want to do it, because sometimes you have to see it to believe it.
Absolutely. And so, as you mentioned, as time goes by, more artists may want to participate. How does that work? Say I'm a gallery owner and I would like to have my gallery and my activities and things that are going on at my gallery included in this arts app. How do I go about doing that?
Well, you call us at the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce, or you email me, Clare, C-L-A-R-E, at capecodchamber.org. And what I love about the app, as opposed to the book, which I did love the book, is that we can add as we go. So it takes us about 2 weeks probably to get everything up there for an artist or a gallery or a theater, but we can do it within a short period of time. And then as people are downloading the app, it's automatically uploaded. I mean, it's automatically updated.
Indeed, so really keeps kind of up to the minute and organized. Do you have to have staff there managing this, or as you said, does it really kind of all work kind of integrated and automatically?
Well, in this first year, we're managing all of the events and the news centrally. We're hoping eventually that people will be able to update their own information, but we really wanted to see how much would go up there. We don't want to overload the person using it so that it's so slow to download or where they have to scroll through so many things. So we have staff right now. Nick Mabrodes has been a terrific addition to the Cape Cod Chamber staff, and he's been doing a lot of the technical pieces. And we'll see what happens. We think we're going to probably have to ask the Mass Cultural Council for some more grant money for this, because it is a little staff-intensive, more so than we thought.
Absolutely. So as you said, just launched this month in March. Any statistics yet on how many times it's been downloaded, or is it still too early to tell on that?
It's still too early to tell. And what we did with this is we did what we called an early launch and advertised it locally in this period, March to May. We know that the national press and the Boston press and everybody are looking for things that are happening on the Cape around Memorial Day, so we want to go with a broader launch then. So between now and the middle of May, we're not only adding different venues and more artists, but we're also getting comments from people. You know, this was good. I like this. You know, this was a little cumbersome. So we're hoping that some of the locals that download it give us feedback, and we can make it the best that it can be.
Absolutely, and to give it a little bit of time to work any kinks out before the big, busy summer season.
Yes.
I know, Clara, that more information can be found if people want to know on the website as well. Can you tell people where to find on the web to learn about this arts app?
Yeah, they can go to the Cape Cod Chamber website, capecodchamber.org, and then they can, under the, we have a new Live, Work, Play, Stay website, and under Play, they can see the Arts and Artisans Trail app, and they can find out more information there.
Wonderful. Claire, anything else about this new arts app that you would like to get out there to people?
Just use it and give us your feedback. Love to hear from you.
Great. Claire, thank you so much for joining us today. A pleasure to talk with you, and we'll look forward to seeing that arts app in action.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Clare O'Connor is with the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce. You can learn more about the Arts app online. Just go to capecodchamber.org/arts app. You can also download it on the App Store on your iPhone or whatever smartphone you are using. Just look for Cape Cod Arts app in your application store. For today's Arts and Culture segment, I'm Sarah Colvin.